So, you want to be a pilot? Well, unfortunately, you're going to be doing this in VR, so you're not going to be using that desktop much. But first, we got to get you talking to people before you actually start shooting people. So let's get started on that aspect.
Where have you been? Been searching all along, confessing while alone and on, without the clue.
The majority of the servers are actually pretty relaxed, and it's the main way you'll be actually getting to play with people. And it's also where you'll be finding a lot of the main projects that's going on, whether they be involving maps, new memes, or some other cursed thing. But if you're just looking to play casually, then there's a dedicated room there in the battle room section. However, if you want to go for more competitive content, you may have to go for clan content or community events. Sometimes they are paid cash prizes, but sometimes they're not. Most of the time they're not. But due to the fact that content is now basically a part of the game, we'll be touching on that in this episode before we go into any of the more gameplay focused details, as this kind of information could be important to know in case you want to join up with any of them or do more competitive events. Now, before we go farther into this section, I'll have to make it clear that I'll only be able to talk about the founding clans and whoever provided their voices for this. So if you're a clan coming from after this video, or if you were around during this video but you haven't been mentioned, it's either because A, I didn't know about your existence, or B, you weren't a part of the founding group. So if you want to get mentioned later on or in the future, then I'll try and add you into the description below. With that aside, let's get on to this. Probably know the Federation operates in more than just Iron Rebellion. We also operate in Warframe and VR chats. Seeing how we're mostly just a community of gamers and artists, it would kind of make sense we could go there. For the most part, we do mainly PvE events like mech racing, as I mentioned earlier, or doing little art projects. But we do have a competitive side where we take part in events as well as hosting them. And over recording this, the United Mars Federation is currently one of the largest clans in the Iron Rebellion space.
The IGNF's main directive is to obtain and maintain a monopoly on the fuel source helium-3. The IGNF will take any pilots it can get its hands on for the Fuel Defense Force, a small standing army dedicated to protecting IGNF assets and destroying those of other companies. But it also has the Special Operations HR department focused on espionage, intelligence, counterintelligence, and target elimination, which requires a history of skilled piloting, preferably from a gang or mercenary group. In combat, the IGNF follows the doctrine of maximum speed at all times. The IGNF utilizes mostly scout mechs and cheap munitions in its Fuel Defense Force operations, while focusing much more heavily on combined unit operations for the HR department, usually consisting of an artillery strike followed by smoke grenades and a coordinated assault following quickly after. On average, you can expect Fuel Defense Force equipment to be cheaply made and poorly maintained unless it is repurposed mining equipment.
Own a musket for home defense, since that's what the founding fathers intended. 4 ruffians break into my house.
Have you ever wondered, man, I wish I can help more people? Well, lucky for you, the Minutemen are here for that exact cause. Grrr. The Minutemen, which may or may not have been inspired by its faction from a specific Bethesda game, is a group dedicated to providing assistance to all in need at a minute's notice. 4 ruffians break into your house? Call us. Your house just got bombed? Call us. We're semi-competitive and semi-social at the same time, so we dabble in a little bit of everything, which is good. If this sounds interesting, then join the Minutemen today.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part too.
The Free Frontier Coalition is a militia group consisting of the best volunteer pilots the frontier can offer. We believe in dedicating our lives and skills to protecting the bold individuals looking to explore and settle the new frontier. The conservation of the freedoms of the frontier for all in Alpha Centauri is our #1 priority, giving individuals and other clans the ability to live as they wish. Freedom for the bold is our mantra, and any pirates, clans, corporations, or forming governments who seek to harm the bold or remove these freedoms are considered an enemy of the FFC, and an enemy to the frontier. Dedicate your piloting skills for the betterment of the frontier.